Well, hi everyone. Welcome to another edition of the New England Racing Show, Channel 23 in Manchester, New Hampshire, and also on YouTube. And I'm your host, Bill Sturgis. Well, today we have part 2 of the Star Speedway show from a week and a half ago. And we're showing the Strictly Stock feature tonight and the Outlaw feature. So here's the Strictly Stocks getting ready to go out onto the track. Seems it's a lot of Monte Carlos and older Camaros. That's Bobby Bouchard on the outside in the 97. Oh. Yep, somebody went off the backstretch. I don't know if they hit those tires. Looks like they might have. The 42, Randy Tatro. Those tires, those are huge tractor tires. They've been out there for many years, and I was out there early this season when they had work day at the track, and I'll tell you, those things are like cement at this point. I think it'd be a lot safer if they got them out of there. The 02 Dylan Bilodeau in second place. And the 90 of Anthony Belfiore in third, the white car. Oh, Bouchard left the door open. You gotta protect that bottom coming out of the second corner, otherwise you're going to the back. Bobby's hanging in there. Another yellow. .33 of Chris Ogovich. Here's the restart. Oh. Dylan and Anthony starting to pull away a little bit. Somebody goes around. .76 of Russ Dufanet. I don't know if he had help or not. Usually in the tight quarters you do get help to get spun out. tough to work the outside at Star. It's just you got to have a real good handling car to pass people on the outside there. Anthony just couldn't quite hold it. Back in the pro stock days of the 80s, there was Babe Ranscom, who just specialized in passing everyone on the outside. And he was one of the best pro stock drivers of the era. And that's one reason why. And he was a super clean driver too. I never saw him spin anyone out on purpose. Charlie Baldwin's right up there now. He's in second place with the black Camaro. I believe grandson of Choppy. Another great pro stock, well, they used to call them late models when he drove in the 70s. Choppy had a silver Firebird with a big block Chevy in it before everyone went to small blocks. And there's Charlie taking the lead. Charlie in front, Dylan Billerud second, and Anthony Belfiore third.
Come out, came to a stop, and now they get the back going in car number 6.
Lap 17. We only had about 10 cars running at this point, but it's still a darn good race. A lot of two-wide action. Charlie and Dylan are running off with it now. I think the only hope Dylan has is for Baldwin to make a slight mistake where he can get under him. And it doesn't look like that's happening. You can stay low coming out of the corner. They can't get a run on you and try to get under you going into the next corner. So that's a big key to winning. Here we are in the last lap. Good job for Charlie. Got to do the burnout. Should wait till everyone goes by though. Hate to have them crash into you. Anthony Belfiore, part of the famous Belfiore racing family. Dylan Bilodeau. Another rising star, Dylan. Charlie Baldwin.
Let's hear it for Charlie Baldwin. Charlie, you got out front there. Got by Dylan. Bring this kind of victory. I know you've been trying to figure this car out for a few weeks now. How's it feel to finally get a victory here at Star?
Definitely a big relief. Never do it without these guys. Mike Richard, Mike Erickson, Adam Mello, my brother Tommy. I just want to thank Mike White from the Ball Carburetor. We have a problem with it. I'm glad we're back, and we're here again.
All right, how about another hand for your winner tonight in the Strictly Stocks? Charlie Baldwin in the 2.
Okay, that was it for Strictly's. The next group is the Outlaws, and what they do at Star every week, a different division goes out on the start-finish line. And it has a pit party where all the spectators can come down and meet the drivers. And I think that's just a great idea. So there's Joe Squiglia in the 03, beautiful machine, built just for this division, with all the clear plexiglass aerodynamics, making it look more like a dirt late model. But Joe's signing autographs, and kids just love to sit in the cars. The 02 of Jeff Rollins, who also runs a late model Sportsman on Friday nights at Lee. That's Jeff. That there, I believe, yep, that's the 30 of Billy McCarthy. I believe that's Billy there. His father and grandfather are longtime supporters of Star Speedway. In 95, Ronnie Boldak.
I don't care if the car's in an accident, but I just...
That's just so cool to let all the little kids sit in your car. They can barely see.
Steering wheel up in place, get your picture taken. Smile.
Now with the cell phones, mom and dad can take pictures of them. He's excited. Someday, Ron, you'll be racing against him.
Excuse me. Right now, second.
Well, they got a line of kids waiting to get in there.
In a purple shirt.
And the parents want to know all about the car and everything. It's just a great way to get acquainted with the fans. Oh, is this the 94? Joey Ventrello. A lot of kids sitting in his car, too.
Right.
And the 33 of Chuck Denny. Now, there are only 6 cars that started the feature. They used to have about 15, 20 cars in this Outlaw series, but I don't know exactly what's going on. Only 6 showed up tonight. Ventrello on the pole and Boldak outside pole. Putting on some good side-by-side action there. From what I understand, these Outlaw division, it's run what you brung. You can have as much horsepower as you want, but you've got to use a relatively skinny, I think it's an 8-inch tire, so you got to be able to put it to the pavement. And there's Joe Squiglia in the red car coming up in the 3rd spot, trying to take over 2nd. A lot of these cars look like they should be, well, they're old Pro Stocks, and they should be in the Pro Stock division if the Outlaw division didn't exist. But, you know, it costs a lot of money to run a Pro Stock, so this might be a cheaper alternative. Sure like to see more cars on. And this race was 40 laps. A little tap. Just to let them know that you're there. Not trying to spin them out or anything. Just, you know, you got a good run on them coming out of the corner and managed to pull even. But a yellow. So we go back a lap. I think Joe will go back to 2nd. Chuck Denny had problems with his axle before the race. I don't know if it continued. So I believe he's out of the race. Yep, Joe takes over 1st place now. We're checking the car out before the race. He obviously has a lot of money in it. It's a really nice car. I don't know if it would be legal for the pro stocks. You'd have to do some body work and maybe alter the frame a little bit. McCarthy and Jeff Rollins fighting it out. And Billy gets the position going into the third and fourth corners. That car reminds me of Bobby Gahan's car back in the early 80s. I'm trying to show the laps, but I wouldn't focus very well. There's Joe Squiglia getting a substantial lead. I don't know if these guys have spotters or not up in the bleachers or wherever they stand, but I'd like to see them run without spotters. I know it's difficult to see out of these pro stock cars. I know the midgets and the supers, big blocks and small blocks, don't have spotters or mirrors. So you need to be aware. You're out front, you don't know if there's somebody right behind you or what. All of a sudden they show their nose to you on the side. That's why you're out front, you just run as hard as you can, because you don't know if anyone's coming on. Billy McCarthy just went off. Leaves 4 cars. Chuck Denny had problems, and now Billy McCarthy's out. And Joe Squiglia is about to lap Jeff Rollins in the 02. Ronnie Bolvac's hanging right in there, though. Actually looks like he's catching Joe. Oh, something's wrong with Joe's car right there. That's why he was catching him. Ron takes over the lead. The 95, the blue car. That leaves 3 cars. Ronnie Boldock, Joey Ventrello in second, and Jeff Rollins in third. Oh, the O2's off, and he's on fire. One of the track crew right on the ball over there, putting it out. Might have been a small fuel leak at the carburetor. And he caught it just in time, because that can get nasty. Now there's 2 cars left. I believe that was a white flag. And he wins. Second place, and I believe the O2 is in third. Ronnie Boldock. That is a nice looking car. There's the 3 top finishers. Rollins, Ventrello, and Boldock. And Ronnie with his crew. Bunch of happy campers there. Okay. Well, that takes care of the Outlaw feature. Now, next week, we hope to be at Lee Speedway, weather cooperating, to cover the big block super modifieds. They make their annual trip to Lee Speedway for the 75-lap Ollie Silver Classic. And we'll be there with pit tour and watching the race. So we hope to see you here next week, and we'll have plenty of racing action for you. Thanks for joining us.